I forgot to share the audio, so let me start again. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Okay, thanks.
Yes, Harish.
Today we're going to talk about how to
Are you able to hear the sound? Okay, thanks.
Today we're going to talk about how to help a child who stutters. And this is right up my alley. I've got about 7 tips that are going to help you to talk to your child who may be dealing with stuttering.
Obviously, Vicky's a lot more of an expert on this than I am. I've worked with some kids who stutter from the psychological
Right.
standpoint. Vicky, you're a speech language pathologist, and you've done this professionally for how long now?
Over 20 years. I don't know how many. But
That's why she's here as the expert. And you've got some tips for us on how to help a child who stutters.
yeah, first of all, it's not uncommon for a child to have an episode of stuttering sometime between the ages of 3 and 7. And that's usually when parents come and ask me like, oh, what am I supposed to do about this? I like the very first thing I always talk to parents about is reducing your pace, how fast you speak.
Oh, slow it down.
Yeah, we just have to slow it down. I have to remind myself all the time because I kind of talk fast. So one of the things you want to do is slow down. I tell parents that if you're slowing it down and you think you've slowed it down, go down 2 more notches. Because we rarely talk as slow as we kind of need to model for, especially when you're talking about young children who stutter. A lot of the times they're stuttering because neurologically they just haven't developed quick enough or all the way in order to catch up with all the thoughts going through their head. Their language hasn't developed, and so they just need a little more time.
You know, I'm chuckling a little bit over here because some of you have commented in previous videos that I talk very slowly. And I do. I've slowed it down. I have a voice disorder. And this is one of the times that I started to do that because I have some disfluencies that I have to slow down so that I can get it right. And in these videos, I slow it down for that reason, as well as for some of the transcriptions that are happening in other languages and things like that, just to make it more understandable. But I use the word disfluency. I learned that from you.
Right. You know, everybody is disfluent at some point, like right there. You just say the word wrong, or you stumble on it a little, or you repeat yourself. Stuttering is when those disfluencies start to interrupt the way you communicate with other people, or make you start to avoid saying things, or perhaps changing the way that you're talking. That's when you start talking about stuttering, true stuttering.
So slowing it down is probably the first tip.
Definitely.
What's next?
Okay, I'll stop it here. You can watch the complete video on the uh, TISA website. I'm going to share the link here in the chat. You can watch it here. So because we are short of time, so we'll just wind up here. A small note for the parents. Okay. Uh, so if you are worried about about your child who stammers, I think the best tip, which as a PWS yourself, and if your child starts stuttering, the best tip is that first you start helping yourself. Okay, you start getting comfortable with your stammer first, because it's like this example. If you are afraid of cockroach yourself, okay, then you will not be able to uh, help your child who is afraid of uh, cockroach, right? So if you can deal with the fear of uh, cockroach yourself first, only then you are going to you will be able to help your child, right? So first of all, yes, you have to be comfortable with your stammering. Help yourself first, accept your stammer, and then you will be in a better position to help your child. This is one thing. Secondly, listen. Just listen to your child, give time. And as a parent who stammers, and as a parent in itself, the best thing you can do is demonstrate demonstrate how to listen patiently without interrupting, uh, without getting annoyed, without making faces like this. Okay, you have to demonstrate yourself because the child learns from you. And another thing that you can do for a child which is like in that age group of 3 to 7 and has developed stuttering is spend some quality time with him, when nobody is disturbing, maybe a bedtime story. Read a bedtime story for him, and then once in a while when you're stammering on a word, you show him how to bounce it. You bounce it yourself and show him, because he will then learn from you. You show that how I have prolonged on a word, how I have bounced on a word. Or sometimes when you are going out with him, demonstrate how you have done voluntary stuttering. Of course, voluntary stuttering is at a later stage. You can start with bouncing, prolongation, and then go to the voluntary stuttering. But you have to set an example as a parent. Demonstrate it yourself. So that's all I can say. Only three things. First is, help yourself, listen, demonstrate. All this. Uh, this is what I have to say. So without further ado, let us start this meeting. The very first meeting. What we are going to do in this kind of meetings is these are going to be hosted by a pair of parent-child. So in the first meeting, we have uh, it. This will be hosted by Rajesh and his son Seya. So I'm going to hand over this to you. We have them on the screen. So over to you, Rajesh and Seya. All the best, and looking forward to a wonderful and fun-filled meeting.
Thank
You
you, Harish. Thank you, Harish, for the wonderful words. Warm welcome to all of you. सबको नवे वर्ष की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. Me, architect Rajesh Kenkre, and my son
Seya Kinkri.
we would like to host and welcome all of you for this first meeting of Parent and Child Forum organized by TISA. The theme of today's meeting, आज का जो theme है वो है New Year's, New Dreams, New Goals.
It is New Year's time, and one thing in the air these days, apart from Omicron, is resolution. Do you know who started this practice? The ancient Babylonians are said to have been the first people to make New Year's resolution, some 4,000 years ago.
4000 वर्ष पहले ये रिजोल्यूशंस की प्रथा स्टार्ट हुई थी. 4000 वर्ष पहले. The most three common New Year resolutions are lose weight, save more money, and quit smoking. But we tend to break most of the resolutions, isn't it? Our gym memberships get exhausted or are wasted by the time we reach March.
But one of the most common reasons we break our New Year's resolution is that we get a little overzealous when we make them and we overcome it. Let us see what your resolutions are.
आज हम लोग देखेंगे कि आपके क्या नवे वर्ष की रेजोल्यूशंस है. मैं आपको एक एक करके आपको बुलाऊंगा. आप अपने हिसाब से चाहे हिंदी में या इंग्लिश में, जो भी कंफर्टेबल है वो भाषा में आप 2 मिनट आपको टाइम मिलेगा। उसमें आप अपने नवे वर्ष के आपके व्हाट आर योर ड्रीम्स, व्हाट आर योर गोल्स, या आपने कुछ किया ही नहीं है, यू हैव नॉट थॉट ऑफ एनी थिंग्स, जो भी है आप 2 मिनट में हमको बता सकते हैं। वी विल बी ग्लैड टू लिसन। सो लेट मी स्टार्ट द ऑनलाइन टाइमर। हरीश, कैन यू गिव मी द
Yeah, I have already given it to you. You
Okay.
can start sharing.
Okay. So I would like to first ask Sandeep Patil, कि आपके क्या
Rajesh,
resolutions? Yeah.
Rajesh, sorry to interrupt. I think people are not used to this timing. So if you can just explain the timer
हाँ,
and how to go about it.
नहीं, timer means, see, basically each one will get around 2 minutes time to speak. This is basically to maintain the time of the meeting. इसमें कुछ ये नहीं है. It is only to ensure that we finish the meeting within time. सो ये 2 मिनट के लिए टाइम, जब भी आप बात करने को चालू होते हैं, अब वो टाइमर चालू हो जाएगा और 2 मिनट में उसका रेड जल जाएगा बटन। तो उसके बाद आप कभी भी, मतलब आपको वो सिग्नल है, इट्स अ सिग्नल फॉर यू टू स्टार्ट टू स्टॉप टू स्पीक। सो you may also speak more or less, whatever you are comfortable with, but this timer is only to ensure that we maintain the time of the meeting. So can I invite Sandeep to share with us his new year resolutions, please?
Yes, thank you so much, Rajesh ji, for inviting me in this forum to talk my aims, goals, and resolution in 2022. First of all, I have to started with the wake up early in the morning, because previously I was wake up at 6 to 7 a.m. in morning. But from the 1st January or 2nd January, I'm starting early get up 4 p.m. 4 a.m. in morning every day. First 2 or 3 days it was getting and means problem for me. Sometimes I'm getting things sleepy at the afternoon and evening, but after the 5th of January it is fine for me. And second thing is that to use the maximum time in using that technique, which is I taught in TISA, and every day I need to push up into the uncomfort zone. Is that, and third thing is that I have to need to join at least one Vipassana Vipassana 10 days course in 6 months. So I am just planning to I have just nominated my name for this course in Pune between 6 Feb to 17 Feb. Uh, and so I have started to reading at least one book in 1 or 2 months. So means it will help me to my mind to not think about more. So that is so that resolution I'm starting from the 1st Jan. For first 2 days it was difficult for me do that all the things on time. Yes, but I am now comfortable with that. So that is an means very, so means I'm seeing that from last 10 days means what am I doing. Yes, it is fine for me to do. So I'm really thankful to TISA. So I have got that big opportunity to join as a PWS person in this group community and friends. So I'm getting the lot of uh, thoughts here, lot of uh, means I can say trainings here, how to communicate with people. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandeep ji, for those inspiring resolutions. I hope that you will be able to achieve each one of them. Thank you so much. May I now request our next participant, Rohit, to please put his camera on, or if he wants to just keep that way and tell us about his resolutions.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Rohit.
Hello. I am Rohit Pandre, and I live in Thane, Maharashtra. So here are my New Year resolution. So my first New Year resolution is to make me fit. Means means my my BMI is about 25, and uh, I want to make it below 25. So so my next resolution is to become a good speaker in this year. Uh, a- as I don't know public speaking, and 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 I have a big stage fear, so I want to overcome that. So my next resolution is to do my best in my academics. So I am currently pursuing the first year of computer engineering. So my resolution is to score a good in every unit or a semester examination. And my next resolution is to write my own book. Means I want to write my own book of that. I have a topic, means that a book is is based on a fantasy character. So my next and the last resolution is to make new and a good friends. So in this year, I want to make a new friend, which will teach me good things on TISA or in college. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Rohit. They
Yes.
say the journey of 1,000 miles start with the first step. And by joining us today, you have taken the first step. We both and all here wish you all the very best and on your journey of this resolution.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you.
may I now ask our host Harish if he could spell out his resolutions for the new year?
Okay, thank you, Rajesh. Rather than saying, I would like to show my resolution on the screen. This books. I have been a voracious reader as a student and also when I was in college. But the moment I have taken my job, I have been so engrossed in my career and my job that it's been now 10 years I have read a book. 10 long years. I
Oh,
think that's a lot of time for a reader in me. So my resolution this year is to catch up on my reading habit, start reading books because I already have a lot of books with me, very good books. Okay, and I have already started reading in December. I've read I've read two novels already, and right now I'm reading the book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And uh, since it's released in 2012, I've always wanted to read this Shiva trilogy. So in this year, my resolution is to complete all the three books of Shiva trilogy by Amish Tripathi. I have put an order on 1st of Jan uh, as my New Year resolution. I'm going to receive the books soon. So hoping to complete all the three books in this New Year. That's my resolution, and I hope I achieve it. Over to you, Rajesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Harish. Thing about books is always inspiring to us. And when you read a book, they say you go inside the mind of the person who has written it. So there's nothing better than reading a book. And as we always learned as children, that books are the best friends of a man. They are with you in times of grief as well as happiness. So before we go on to the next session, I would like to ask, since we have three people, I would like to ask, starting with Sandeep. Sandeep, I would like to ask you, you told us your resolution, one of your resolutions was to wake up early. So do you think waking up early will help you in your journey as a PWS, or how does it sort of uh, give you that inspiration to, does it give you inspiration to pursue your PWS journey, or it is just on your own? Yeah, Sandeep.
Yes, Rajesh ji. Yes, yes, sure. As a PWS student, previously I was just wake up at 7 a.m. in morning. So that time it is not in my mind to. So just I was getting from my sleep and then just bathing and freshing, and again start going for the hobbies and starting at the work from home job from 10 to say 7 to 8 p.m. at the night. So means I don't have get any time to communicate with me myself. So means after getting at 4 p.m. So means that time because I was on, means I am alone in my room. I was alone in my whole house because my wife, my means they are all means, getting up uh, 7 a.m. in morning. So that 3 hours is very important for me. So first half an hour I'm always doing that meditations, using that utilize to meditations, and first and second half hours I'm utilizing just not do that meditations, just sit on the chair, do nothing for that. So means it was to relax my mind, to relax my whole body, and just think about the day, not tomorrow. Means what day, means today, what can I do? So on this basis of just thinking of that, and then 5 to 6, and just uh, taking the some round to my homes. Sometimes I'm going to my terrace, and then again go to home and just taking the means God. I will just pray to my God. So in this way, the first 2 hours is very important and for me. And for that, I already told that I have just applied for that Vipassana meditations. So I was just looking at videos in the YouTube. So means it was really helpful for me. So I joined a lot of uh, YouTube channels about stuttering. So I'm just deeply knowing to know because what is stuttering and how to. So just understanding because I have taken the two hard copies of PDF which is shared on TISA Telegram group. So that is taking my time. So first 4 to 7 a.m. the 3 hours I am alone for me. So means it is up to me. Means what can I do for day? What I am doing. So I will tell you that 3 hours will change my life. So whatever I'm doing in my 7 to 10 p.m. at night, that all hours and the 3 hours means always better for me. So in this way, I am utilizing that my resolution in my daily life. Also, I'm just taking and one initiative. Just talk with new people, at least one in a day. Sometimes I'm not getting the chance to speak with people, but at weekend, yes, sure, not by more people, just at least single person. I'm just speaking with him. I'm spending with time with them, understanding them. Uh, Firstly, I just started the person who is the worker because sometimes they are working in the hotels, in barber shop. I'm just I have informed them. Yes, I'm just a person of PWS. I think they don't care about me because whatever I'm just telling to you, but it is creating and uh, in my mind. Yes, I can speak with them very fluently. Yeah, in this way, I'm just started my resolution in practical way. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you for that wonderful and insightful sharings. We will now move on to our next session, and I have my son back. So, Seya, can we go to the next session?
Yes. So one of my resolutions this year is to have more fun. So let us enjoy by going to our debate section.
Yes. So this is a debate section. Since we do not have a parent-child pair, uh, we would like to convert this into a debate within ourselves. So it is the rules of the game are same. We will have 2 minutes to speak on this topic, and I want you to either agree or disagree to this statement and pu- pu- put forth your views on this. आपको जो भी इसके बारे में लगता है ये स्टेटमेंट के बारे में वो आप इधर बोल सकते हैं. तो मैं शुरुआत करता हूं फर्स्ट टॉपिक से. If you want to live longer, watch less TV. If you want to live longer, watch less TV. I will request Rohit to please give your thoughts and opinions on this topic. The topic है, if you want to live longer, watch less TV. Is it correct? Is this statement correct? Or do you
Yes,
feel something else?
yes. I totally agree to your statement. Means as now we watch boring TV serials on the TV. We are we are much wasting our time. Uh, and the main thing is the 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 news channels means all the news channel that we see on TV are are sorry are mostly paid by the political parties to share their agenda, or to make negativity among the people. Means I personally don't watch more news on TV. I, I, I generally prefer some news apps on the phone rather than watching it on TV. Means m- means means in this time watching the TV uh, is like a old tradition. Means as we get all our information on the phone or the PC, means on the internet. Means why there is a need to watch the television. uh, what was your a statement? Can you please tell it again?
Yeah, if you want to live longer, you have to watch less of TV.
Huh. Another point I want to make here is uh, means when you watch TV or any source of entertainment, we just we just uh, sit on one place, and that thing decreases our physical activity, uh, and it makes us more lazy. So uh, so by this means this is a decreasing our uh, lifespan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rohit, for that wonderful effort of putting your thoughts. Yes, you were very convincing. I hope my son also is convinced one day of this. Yeah, Seya?
Yes.
His face does not say yes, although he says yes. Anyways, for the next topic, I would ask Seya to ask.
Okay. Uh, the next topic for Sandeep sir is one should always forgive someone to live a peaceful life. One should always forgive someone to live a peaceful life.
Sandeep, the
Yes, sir.
second is for you. Would you like to listen to it once again?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Seya.
One should always forgive someone to live a peaceful life.
One-
One should always forgive someone to live a peaceful life.
Yes, sir. I am agree with this point. Uh, Suppose sometime in my mind, suppose if I'm
Very good.
we, we have some peoples in our life. So my thought and his thought is never been same. So means in this way, uh, means always we are correlating between him or her. So sometimes it will be difficult for us to live with him or her. Uh, so means we have to forgive uh, something. Suppose if you want to achieve achieve your goal. Suppose if we think about that person, and always in my mind came that thoughts incoming. So my mind will always think about that bad thoughts. So it will stop my achievement. It will stop my what resolutions I have done for a day, week, month, and half yearly and yearly. So suppose if you have achieved something, and so means you have to pursue something or someone. Yes, I'm agree with that.
Thank you, Sandeep. We all know that forgiveness is the first step to liberate yourself. It is for you that you forgive and you throw out the garbage or the baggage which we carry in our lives. Once we forgive, our mind becomes lighter and we can look forward to more positive things in our life.
Yes,
So,
Rajesh, sure.
yeah, our last question, I would request Seya to ask Harish sir.
Okay. The last topic.
Just to interrupt, I'm sorry. Can we also invite Mitesh? I think he's been uh, quite.
Sorry, I am not.
Mitesh. We also have Mitesh in
Oh,
the meeting.
sorry, very
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't. Mitesh, would you like to please participate?
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
Yeah, sorry, we couldn't see. Apologies, Harish.
Never mind, never mind.
Yeah, I would request Seya to ask Mitesh sir about the next query.
Fine. The next topic is that, is procrastination good or bad? Is procrastination good or bad?
So,
Hmm.
Mitesh ji, this is for you. I will repeat. I will request Seya to repeat the question once
Okay.
more for you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is procrastinating good or bad? Is procrastinating good or bad?
Is it good to think more and more about something, or do you really believe in action? Is what we are asking.
Yes, yes, yes. तो मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ ना?
Yes, sir. आप हिंदी में जरूर बात कर सकते हैं.
जी, जी. तो मेरा मानना है कि हमें एक्शन लेनी चाहिए. चीजों को सोचने से कुछ होता नहीं है. थिंकिंग जरूरी है एक टाइम पे, लेकिन थिंकिंग के आगे फिर हमें एक्शन भी लेना ही पड़ता है किसी भी टास्क को पूरा करने के लिए या फिर किसी भी चैलेंज को ओवरकम करने के लिए. थिंकिंग भी जरूरी है. उसके बारे में हमने नॉलेज
No
सब गेन
sound
कर लिया.
of Mitesh.
हेलो, मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही है?
आ रही है, आ रही है.
आ रही है ना? ओके.
आ रही.
हाँ, हाँ. तो हमें चीजों को कंप्लीट करने से ही चीजें कंप्लीट होती है. सोचना एक जरूरी कि हमने किसी चीज के बारे में नॉलेज लिया, उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन गैदर की, लेकिन वो सब करने के बाद आगे का स्टेप आता है कि मैं उसको कंप्लीट भी करना है. तो वो एक्शन से ही होता है. सोचने से कुछ होता नहीं है. तो मेरा मानना है कि हमें एक्शन पे ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए. हमें किसी भी चीज का डर है अगर, तो वो डर कैसे दूर करना है वो हम सोच सकते हैं, लेकिन वो सोचने से हमारा मन का डर नहीं जाएगा. तो उस चीज को कंप्लीट उस चीज को फेस करने से, उसके बारे में कुछ एक्शन लेने से ही उसमें फर्क पड़ सकता है. जैसे एक कहावत है, एक्शन क्योर्स फियर. फियर जो होता है वो एक्शन से ही क्योर हो सकता है. सोचने से फियर क्योर नहीं हो सकता है. जैसे अगर हमें पानी में जाने से डर लगता है, तो हम उसके बारे में ऐसे बैठ के बोल सकते हैं कि मुझे पानी से डर नहीं लगता है, मुझे पानी से डर नहीं लगेगा. पॉजिटिव सोच सकते हैं, लेकिन उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. वो फिर वहां जाएंगे पानी के पास तो डर आ ही जाएगा. हमें माइंड को बिलीव कराने के लिए धीरे धीरे पानी में उतरना पड़ेगा, हिम्मत करके। तो मेरा मानना है कि हमें एक्शन पे ही ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए, मेरा ये मानना है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू मितेश जी।
जी जी।
डर के आगे जीत है, ये
यस
स्प्राइट
यस।
का एड था। और ये हर कोई अपना जिंदगी में अगर इसको मान के चले तो आई थिंक जिंदगी एक एडवेंचर बन जाएगी।
यस राइट।
थैंक यू मितेश जी, थैंक यू, धन्यवाद फॉर योर शेयरिंग। Thank you each and every one of you for sharing and participating in this session. Before I hand it over to Harish, may I request Seya to say the final word?
Take risk because you only live once. Take risk because you only live once.
Yes, you only live once. इस थॉट को आपके सामने रख के myself, architect Rajesh Kinkre, और मेरा and my son,
Seya Kingre.
the stammering father son duo, would like to hand over back to Harish. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you, Seya. That was a wonderfully conducted meeting, very nicely conducted with timing. And I think ending with that note of you'll only live once, take risks. I think that's a very profound message for us to begin this initiative of uh, forum. So yes, I think we have some time now. We have another 8 minutes. Rajesh, do you have any other planned item in the agenda?
No, basically this session is for feedback or anything which the participants would like to add, and how do we take
Yes.
this initiative forward.
Yes, so that is what I was also coming to. So right now we can just open for discussions, and if you have any questions regarding parent-child or anything that you want to share or ask, or if you have any suggestions of how we should conduct the upcoming meetings, we are open to discuss. Anyone who wants to come first?
Hello,
Yes, Rohit.
I have a question.
Bole. Yes.
Is the problem of stammering is is a a genetic mutation or anything other means is it
Okay.
genetic means is it passed from one generation to other and all members of the family?
Yeah. So I will try my best to answer this with what knowledge I have. So as per many researches conducted in UK and also in US, scientists have found that there are two genes responsible for stammering. So in that sense, yes, stammering has a genetic origin. So it is possible that it may pass from one generation to another. But if you see the genetics, like it is like this. There are millions and trillions of genes. Okay, so the possibility or the probability is like it becomes one in a million. So it is not compulsory that if the father or the mother is stammering, not necessarily that the child will always stammer. But yes, there is a possibility. It is just like any other possibilities. Like if the parent has ability uh, to I mean, anything like if I am dark, then my child may also be dark. If I am tall, my my child may also be tall when he grows up. Or if I have the ability to lose my hair, so it's like this. So when it comes to genetics, yes, there is a possibility that you may pass on the gene to your child, but that genetic aspect in stammering is just 1%. If you see, like, what I mean is, the the genetic origin part is something that is not in our control. So if we inherit the genes, we got stammering, and that is something that we which will stay with us. But stammering also has many other aspects, which is like the psychological aspect, the social aspect, the mindset, that becomes the 99% of your of the problem. Okay, and that becomes problematic, because with this 1% we might stammer in just one or two words or sentences. Okay, but what happens after that? We tend to think a lot about our stammering. We think what others will say. Then we start avoiding meetings. We start to we stop going to the parties. That becomes the social aspect. All this is uh, something that we should uh, deal with, not the genetic part of it. So this is how I would answer that question. Have I answered your question, or you have?
Yes, I got my answer. So we can conclude that 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 stammering is 99% psychological and 1% in uh, genetic. Yes,
Yes, so I would say 1% genetic and 99% psychological,
99%
social, also
social.
social. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Any other questions? Mitesh ji, Sandeep ji.
Uh, I have one question to Rajesh ji. Uh, do you have find any same previous things in your child at the time of age of 3 to 6 or till 8?
Yeah, basically, as the scientific evidence and as doctors say, medically, uh, a child starts to stutter after he crosses the age of 3. From 2.5 to 3 is the time ideally when the child starts to stutter. And I think then from then on, it is a time sometimes their stammering is very high, sometimes they become very fluent, so it is up and down. Okay, I think that is the way. There is a lot of medical research being done on this. And so what, as you asked, in my child, yes, by the time he was 3, I observed his stammering, and that is how. And it has gone up a little from 5th, 6th, 7th. Then in the 9th, it reached its peak. Now again, he's in the 11th standard. Now that is, he's 16 years old. His stammering is up and down. Sometimes when he is into exams, a lot of stress, that time his stammering increases. But sometimes when he's at friends, he's with friends, he's with teachers, his stammering is very less. So it is like what my experience is. And also to answer uh, this thing, yes, 1% is genetical, but the rest is all psychological.
Okay.
And for each one of us, the instance where we stammer is different. Like when I was uh, uh, in school, whenever a teacher used to take roll call, that was my fear. To say yes or present, I couldn't do it. So that was what. As I grew up, my fear was on phone. Like whenever I used to get a phone, I that is the time I stammered the most. Okay. Then it again changed. Today I am very comfortable on phone. Then it changed to public speaking. Like whenever I went to a stage, my stammering increased. So it and today, if you see after joining Toastmasters and all, I am not so much fearful of stammering on the stage. So these situations in which you stammer keep on changing. Main important, I think, is to accept that yes, we stammer. It is a gift which is given to less than 1% of the world's population. We are the blessed few to have this gift. And what best we can do of this gift is what I think we should all pursue. And if life gives you a lemon, it is up to you whether to do lemonade or to just cry. So this is what I believe, and yeah. So I hope I answered the
Yes,
questions.
yes, yes, sir, yes. I got it. Sure, thank you.
Okay, do we have any other questions or suggestions for the next and upcoming meetings?
Upcoming meetings will be
What
on
we
next Sunday or next month, Harish?
No, it will depend on the volunteering of participants.
Okay.
What do you uh, think? What should be the duration? कितना time में होना चाहिए? महीने में एक बार कि महीने में दो बार? आपको क्या लगता है?
Sir, in month or 2 times or 1 time, it's fine.
And does this session involving parent and a child will it really help us to address the issue? क्या लगता है आपको?
Sir, it is not compulsory uh, uh, to come it with parents, but the person who has child means means he knows about it, right? Suppose if you had child and you are just talking about your child, what you have action you have taken at the age of 3 to 6 or till 8. So that is important. So we are just getting and experience about that, how you have take this challenge for your child to overcome the stammering as a PWS. That is important, sir, for me.
Okay. So as I think Harish had elaborated at the start of the meeting, this forum is more for the parents
Yeah.
who are anxious and don't know how to take this forward. This is to reassure them that you are not alone. We all are there. We have also been stammerers and we have kids who stammer. So uh, you are in good company. That's what is what I.
Okay, I think before we wind up, just a quick check with Mitesh. Mitesh, bhai, uh, can you tell about your child, Prince, and what is the second boy's name?
Riyans.
Riyans, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So are they around?
नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली क्या है कि मुझे कल कोविड पॉजिटिव आया है.
अच्छा, okay. So you are
तो
quarantined.
यस, आई एम क्वारंटाइन. मैं अभी ऊपर हूँ और वो दोनों अभी नीचे हैं. तो अभी थोड़ा
Okay, ठीक है.
डिस्टेंस मेंटेन कर रहा हूँ कल से.
ठीक है. Okay.
यस,
Okay,
यस.
so you want to say anything about them? Like, have you any time stuttered uh, while telling them a story, or have you talked about your stammering with them?
हाँ, मैं वैसे बात तो करता रहता हूँ। पहले मैं मतलब
अच्छा,
ज्यादा उसको लेके वो छुपाता था, ऐसा था, लेकिन अभी तो कोई मतलब स्टैमरिंग पर्सन से बात करता हूँ तो उनके सामने ही करता हूँ, उससे कुछ छुपाता नहीं हूँ।
अच्छा,
और मतलब मैं तो ओपन ही रहता हूँ उनके बारे में। और वो दोनों को मतलब कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है स्टैमरिंग की, तो वो एकदम बढ़िया ही है। मेरा जो छोटा बच्चा है ना, रेयांश,
हाँ,
उसको मुझे जब वो छोटा था ना, 2 साल का, वो भी 5 साल का है, तब मुझे वो थोड़ा लग रहा था कि उसको थोड़ी स्टैमरिंग हो रही है। उस टाइम थोड़ा बोलते समय वो वर्ड को, 2-3 वर्ड को मतलब रिपीट करता था। लेकिन मैंने उसे ऑब्जर्व ही किया, ऐसा कुछ किया नहीं, तो वो अभी उसका क्लियर हो गया, उसको कुछ स्टैमरिंग की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
जी बिल्कुल, बस
उनकी
हाँ
ऐसा
अभी
ही
एज
करना
कितनी है?
चाहिए।
ओके, उनकी
हाँ।
अभी एज कितनी है? मितेश, मितेश।
रियांश, रियांश।
या
हाँ,
या
रेयांश अभी
हाँ,
5 इयर्स का है, 5 इयर्स
और
का है।
ओके, और एक एक बच्चे की, आपको 2 बच्चे
और
हैं ना, आपने बोला था?
हाँ, वो
हाँ,
बड़ा है, उसकी उसकी एज 11 साल की है अभी।
ओके ओके ओके।
हाँ, तो मतलब बढ़िया है, उनका कोई सा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
ओके।
हम्म।
बहुत अच्छा है, क्योंकि एक, कल ही मैं मेरे बच्चे को कहानी सुना रहा
जी
था,
जी।
बेड टाइम स्टोरी, तो तब आई आई स्टैमर्ड ऑन अ फ्यू वर्ड्स, एंड
हम्म
ही इज 4 years old, वो 4 साल का है, और
हम्म
वो तब भी सुनता रहा, लाइक इवन इफ आई स्टैमर, he was more focused on the content. So just I was thinking maybe adults can learn from the child, that
हाँ,
we sometimes observe more about the stammering कि अच्छा ये अकला रहा है, ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है, but
जी
as a child also we should focus on the content.
जी
That's what
जी।
I
और
want.
और और मैं एक बात करना चाहूंगा।
जी हाँ बिल्कुल।
अभी पिछले पिछले 1 साल पहले क्या, मैं थोड़ा मतलब अपने अकलाने को लेके, स्टेमरिंग को लेके थोड़ा ओपन था अपने घर पे। और रियाज को भी ऐसा, मैंने मतलब स्टेमरिंग करता था ना, तो उसको
जी
तुरंत मालूम पड़ जाता था कि मेरे पापा ने स्टेमरिंग किया। तो फिर
अच्छा।
वो क्या बोलता था सामने से कि पापा, अपने से आपको स्टेमरिंग हुआ, स्टेमरिंग हुआ, देखो स्टेमरिंग हुआ। तो वो मुझे कॉन्शियस कर रहा था। तो फिर मैंने उसके साथ ज्यादा फिर वो है ना, स्टेमरिंग के बारे में डिस्कस करना छोड़ दिया, क्योंकि वो कॉन्शियस हो रहा था कि स्टेमरिंग क्या है।
हाँ,
मतलब मुझे लगा कि फिर वो उसे डेवलप कर सकता है।
यस
तो
यस
मुझे लगा कि ज्यादा उसके साथ ओपन होने में भी वो अच्छा नहीं है,
यस
क्योंकि
सर।
जो चीज के बारे में उसे मालूम ही नहीं है, तो ठीक है, उसे मालूम नहीं पड़ने देना है। अगर मुझे प्रॉब्लम है तो उसको मालूम पड़ने देना है। पर वो 3-3.5 साल का था न, तब मेरी स्टेमरिंग को पकड़ लेता था। मैं थोड़ा भी स्टेमर मुझे होता है तो वो बोल देता था, स्टेमरिंग हुआ आपको। मतलब वो बोलता था कि पापा आपको हकलाहट हुई, हकलाहट हुई। मैंने बोला, यार हुई, तू मुझे कॉन्शियस मत कर, मैं कॉन्शियस नहीं हो रहा हूँ, तो मुझे कॉन्शियस कर रहा है। तो उस तरह से फिर मैंने उसे बताना छोड़ दिया। अभी मैं उसके साथ उतना डिस्कस नहीं करता हूँ।
ओके।
और जरूरत भी नहीं है अभी उसके साथ कुछ ऐसा करने की, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है।
हाँ सर, राइट।
हम्म।
राइट राइट।
यस।
ठीक है, और रोहित,
Yes,
Rohit,
sir.
I just wanted to ask you, have you discussed about stammering with your parents?
Yes,
How it has been?
means means my father always uh, told me to talk slowly, uh, forget uh, a stammering,
Right.
and talk more on the calls or with the friends, to be fluent in speech. Yes, means 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 my parents are comfortable with it. Just their thinking is uh, to speak slow in front of me, so I can also speak slow with them. Uh, so my stammering also get by the time.
Yes, right, right. All right. I think we are almost reaching the end of the meeting. Rajesh, you want to add something? Rajesh, are you there? Can you hear me? I think you're on mute.
Harish, I think we
Yeah.
have joined Rohil Zalki.
Yes. Rohil also has joined us. Rohil, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Rohil, you have just
yeah,
joined. Welcome
yes.
to the meeting. Before we wind up, anything that you want to say?
I would like to say that really sorry for joining late because yeah, and yeah, I know
No
that I
problem.
have missed a lot of fun, but yeah, but I will definitely watch the recording.
Sure.
So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
thank you
I,
very much.
thank you, Rohil, and thank you everyone for attending and making this first meeting a success. Let's continue with this initiative and make it more effective. Uh, Thank you, Rajesh, and thanks to Seya also for a wonderful first meeting. Do share your feedback to us on what you want to see for the upcoming meetings. So thank you all and have a nice day and have a nice Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Have a nice
Bye.
day, everyone.
Thank you
Bye.
all.
Thank you
Bye.
all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.